Welcome everyone to Roulette Rivals 8 and to the final proper match day before the grand finals on Sunday. This is a PC lower bracket round 8 match, or perhaps the semi-final, between Mu and Pigiero for a spot in the top 3. Winner will play 37 for a place in the final. Right around later tonight or early tomorrow. This is really the edge of the competition, just a really few matches remaining. I'm sorry we don't have a longer preview for this great match between two of the best players currently in Roulette. Of course, two of the top 4 finishers in Roulette Rivals 8 PC bracket. But here we have it, 1 more minute until the first spin, a first to 6 affair to decide who will finish in the top 3 and who will finish 4th. It will start in Isle of Sgáil, which was chosen by Mu. Then we will go to Haven Island, which is chosen by Pigiero. And the predetermined maps, upon scheduling, they know which other 4 maps they need to prepare for. It won't be New York, it won't be Marrakesh, but any of the other 14 can come up, which they know, but we won't tell just yet. The IB finals should technically happen today. This is the hard deadline, but some scheduling issues meant that it will be delayed somewhat. We will have another match actually this round on the console side at 11 p.m. Central European time, and probably early Saturday for those 2 LB finals. We'll see about that when we get there. For now, we have a great match between Mu and Pigiero starting in Scale. Zoe Washington Cleaver as custodian, Sophia Washington Saber as guard. Really quick, no loadout needed. Pigiero already in, starting as custodian. His favorite start in Scale, I think, at least compared to the meta-like of course, the suit and the architect starts. Immediately knew what to go for. Mu, less than 30 seconds in the playing phase. This is really quick by both, and it's a really quick spin as well. World record being a 3:58 by myself. Pigiero barely not crossing the 4-minute mark on that same match in RR7, so he knows how to play it really fast. Didn't talk about the win rates and all. Pidge is very unfortunate, 1 and 6 here, but has played a lot of close matches and a lot of quick spins here. So I would definitely say that he has a lot more experience as well. Starting the Seeker on Zoe. With the fire extinguisher, can't really... Yeah, he will lure in the regular guard here, so that will be the first ISO as well. And he should be hiding the elite guard as well. I'm not getting... Okay, now I'm getting game sound for Pigiero, and you've already got before, so all good there. And Mu has already started with the isolations as well. It's a custodian start as well, and the Seeker on the guard, and the... Well, I see the gold bar in hand. I was going to say it might but just be the phone. I missed that part. But the Zoe isolation is already done. And it will be quite quick. I'm not sure if it's 4 minutes quick, because the route for the Cleaver and the Saber will be... well, not immediately, or not the shortest one. What an awful ragdolling by PG, but can hide her in that corner and can go for that all-important Saber. He's a bit close on getting to Sophia and the radio. I don't think he will get her in the first cycle, but as guard he can peekaboo her, and then that will be his second isolation. PG switches up the Saber with the Katana. I think he was expecting a quicker kill here, but will instead go for the Cleaver in the kitchen. I think the Cleaver is unique, so both players will be making this specific detour. Mu is right in time for the Sophia isolation. Not the correct disguise just yet, but can get that second KO as well. And the custodian is trespassing here, so peekaboo opportunities arise, but I don't think it's any important here. Just need to get a guard from whatever. I think from this place, the closest one would be the Cloud Serpent security hub with the laptop, the custodian, and the guard to which Blake is talking to. Cleaver Custodian is the first kill by PG. Nicely done, and the closest Saber would be also on the 4th level, so between Zoe's level 3 and Sophia's level 5 would be in a glass case, which can be broken by a briefcase, for example. But the Silence SMG, that's not the only possibility. Mu is also luring the regular guard in this room. And working on his spin as well. Pigiero seems a bit closer to the finish just yet, but lots of action still to go. And there's the peekaboo, which was anticipated when Pigiero didn't go for the peekaboo early on, or the radio early on. Gets Zoe in this room, hopes for the guard to be in position as well, and that's close, but with the calmer it will work out, and if the KO isn't early enough, then that's both NPCs down and no question marks anywhere, no target lockdown. That's really big for Pigiero because he has the disguise here, he has Sophia in this room as well, and just misses the saber now. So it's right here to the left of Pigiero, now went past him and just is looking for this safe angle. It might just be really good question, what might be the safest angle. Pigiero is not going for any quick decision making here, just wants to go safe here, and that might be the best case scenario. Green throws a bit, one bullet only, that's really big for Pigiero, not even a panic here. Gets the saber, and I think apart from the enforcers here and the constant, everything is set for the second kill and the exfiltration. Pigiero just a bit quicker, with still the only person with one kill down, but Mu plenty of setup already, and there's a Zoe kill on the second player side now as well. Double checks the condition, but Pigiero gets the second kill just seconds before Mu gets his first. And Pigiero not even trespassing on the helipad, that will be a quick finish here. And Mu will be able to get the guard disguise, but the saber and Sophia isolation and the exfiltration will get more than 47 seconds in my opinion, so that will be the first points for Pigiero already. And once I see the 5-star, I will give out the points, because I'm the match admin here as well. Really close first map by both, but Pigiero taking that all-important second ever scale win. And we will go to Haven Island, which should be, I think 41 past the hour is sufficient here. I'm sending the spin for verification and let the players know that where we are going next. So with that out of the way, there will be some downtime between maps because of this. One map down, and of course a couple more to go, at least two with more on the horizon if Mu catches up, and why wouldn't he? Of course it's two of the best players in the PC bracket. I have the brackets now up here to, I guess, quickly talk about their route so far. Mu on the left side started against two sweeps in the first three portion of the brackets, first against Alex Mr. 102 and then against the Observer, before a round 4 loss against Frody 7. That was a 6-2, Mu taking the first map and then Frode taking 3 in a row. I think that was the famous / infamous Chongqing assault rifle drop through the floor, which is really close otherwise, and then Frode took the match after that. Of course, not the only thing happening in there, but it's a memorable moment for sure. And then Mu in the loser bracket defeated Gordini Roy, then RR7 champ Blythe, and unfortunately the last match was against would have been against Mando, but he had to forfeit, so that's still 4 wins I believe, and just 1 loss for Mu so far, which is a really strong 80% win rate of course. Pigiero, on the other hand, so many matches for him to look at. He had one of the hardest round 1 draws against Yannini, but defeated him 4-0 without a map loss, and didn't drop a map against Eclipse either. And Pigiero also lost in round 4, this time against Papierfresse, which put him down to the losers bracket, where he had 3 straight wins of varying results. 6-2 against Nikulers, 6-0 against Zirun, and a 6-4, a really exciting decider hype against Danny Buta, to put him to the top 4 for the first time in his career. So that's their journey, and almost required one map itself to recap. Hopefully the sound levels are fine. I can just adjust it on my end because they're just a bit too loud. And then Haven Island next. Mu has lost his own map pick, but of course it's really hard when it's your rookie tournament and running out of the maps that you like, the maps that you even played before, and the scale really presented itself as a logical choice against PG and his, well, below average win rate. But PG clutched it out with a really quick first try. Actually first try but both, just Mu was about a minute slower. And next up is Pigiero's pick, with still not the best win rates, but of course lots of confidence here as well. I haven't been able to check their previous performance per map. Of course, it's easy to see for Mu that he hasn't played Haven Island before. I'm just not quite sure if PG did in RR8. Would probably assume that PG wanted to pick a map which is not only new for Mu, but maybe a bit longer, takes a bit longer to practice, especially this late in the tournament. But in a 1st to 6 situation, it's a lot that can happen, and it won't really come down to one map or two even, since we even saw a comeback from 4-0, a reverse sweep by T-North just a couple nights ago. But we'll get one map closer to that top 3, or knowing the top 3 in the PC bracket. For now we have Tyson Williams, Scalpel boat captain, Stephen Bradley, Silence Pistol as the chef, or as a chef, and Ludmila Vetrova, Consume Poison as the butler. Ludmila consumed, of course, the headline of this spin perhaps. The Consume Poison has its own very interesting timing, which I think should be about the 5-minute mark. And requires a specific setup of I'm struggling with the names. There's the urban chef. Our urban had himself in Haven Island, of course, but then Chef Marcel, maybe the other chef, prepares the food, and he can die to the poisoning if he's not taken care of. So people need to be careful for that. Or just KO both, because Ludmila will eat by herself if necessary. Chef Rampart, thank you user. PG starting Villa, which is probably the closest to meta, the easiest start. Just get Tyson out of the way, get him KO'd, and jack him in a way that you don't have to infiltrate the Villa once more. Just get through the cinema. I'm blanking for words, but you know, the cinema room, it can be broken, the wall, which isn't a wall really, but Position Charge does the job, but you don't even need to do so, because you can just drag him close to that. You can even set up a disguise on the other side, and hitboxes are very generous here, and I think that's what PG will do. No Breaching Charge necessary, but a very nice skill, and with that Jackdaw I think you can even hide him at the end. Mu has started restaurant, however, already has a chef disguise, and very soon, if not already, the Consume Poison setup. I was honestly looking at the other side. so I wouldn't know. Mu has definitely everything to get ready for that consume poison kill if he needs to do so. That's a really close suspicion bar, and it fills in. That was stagnating for so long, and then it still didn't run out, or still didn't cancel each other out. We will have to restart, but just the first restart of this match, and only a minute in, so hopefully for him that's not decisive. Pidgey getting the butler here with the coins and the banana, which became so popular lately. And he's actually preparing the disguise only. He'll want to get the silence pistol first. The body will be found eventually, if I'm not mistaken, by at least the roaming maid upstairs. But that's not a huge risk at all, as Mu prepares, now confirmed that he does, the consume poison. We have to look out for the chefs though. I keep thinking that Rampart will be an issue here. And luckily I won't be quite alone for much longer now if I have Yannini in this chat now. Welcome.
Hello, surprise co-cast.
I think plenty of parts are surprising in this one, so I'm very happy that you could join me for this. We have map number 2, and to answer your question, if you could take over adminning, that would be appreciated for sure.
Sure.
But now for for Haven Island, I'm not sure if you were able to lurk the match so far.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah, so we've had a Pigiero win in Scale, and then he has about a 2-minute lead in Haven Island, but lots of preparing needed, especially on the consume poison part, and Pidgey's clearing out this restaurant area.
Yeah. I would love to join into a Haven. Very cool. Very nice to see the different approaches. You know, Villa Star and the restaurants. I mean, we do most often see the Villa Star, so it's cool to see something different. And it definitely can work here. Pidgey has to be a bit careful here. He nearly gets spotted there. That was very close.
Suspicion meter going there. Luckily, not an illegal action as the chef, so it's not insta-filling or anything like that. So Pidgey gets away with it, and he got rid of Rampart, so that food won't be eaten by anyone before Ludmilla, luckily. So that should be his first kill, but of course more setup already done by with Tyson.
Yeah, very true. Okay, so sorry, I had to set up finish setting up. It's not as easy.
Yeah,
it's quite spontaneous.
Absolutely, and thank you for doing so.
As you see, no kill down yet, but it's also quite a long spin, to be honest. You have the boat captain, you have the butler, you have the consumed, you know. It all takes time. And Pidgey now arrives at the spot where Steven is just leaving for his island, stopping him with his throw. Well, of course you want Steven. Oh no!
Still runs into the bushes.
And that's exactly where the guard went. And then gets spotted by him. That is quite unlucky.
Just wanted to compliment him because it was the very last second situation which he salvaged the seeker shot, but didn't wait for Steven to be sick with the seeker, I guess, and just
that's a tongue twister if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, and just went right where that guard went as well. And one of the few disguises for which the Villa Guard, or at least Steven's Villa Guard, is an enforcer. So very unlucky there, and now move with a big lead.
Indeed. It's in the bottle of guys. That's very nice. Probably gonna wait out that kill. There we go. As I say that, the Miller arrives a lot earlier than normal, of course, because he set it up so early. Yeah, triggered that.
And I think that's the big advantage of not getting rid of all the chefs, because I think Urban calls it in if the food is ready. So I think that's a slight shortening of Ludmilla's route, because otherwise we don't see her at the restaurant at 4 minutes or before 4 minutes.
Yes, very true. It's indeed the trigger. Must be a bit careful here. Neil gets spotted. Oh, wants to knock him out maybe, but then the the other the Villa staff comes around. No, not Villa staff. I mean, whatever. That's the
I think
guy,
it's just a waiter, but yeah, one more NPC,
Yeah,
and now
whatever.
the guard is taking away the guard, and hopefully, yeah, okay, so he can walk around that boat and has an easier exit to Steven now, who
Very nice. Oh, but Steve. Oh, that's
really late.
That's over. Oh, he just left for the island. Like the trouble with the guard and the waiter actually delayed him by a significant amount, like a marginal amount, but that amount was crucial. So now Steven's gone.
Let's see how gone he is. Is there a last second long ranger to do so? The first one missed. Won't
Nice
risk
try,
a
though.
second one. I'm not sure where he goes from the island. It's not a situation I really am in a lot.
Yeah,
Or players are in general.
that's a great question. He has to make very sure that, oh my god, if he goes for that
He
hit,
does go for it,
that'd be amazing.
but I think the ready steady is from Steven, which means that his dialogue is still intact, which means he isn't sick. And now Wu has to think about this one.
Yep. Ooh. Looks like Mood's gonna continue for now. I'm interested. It didn't look like it hit. Maybe it did, but then again, where would he go even?
Really good question.
I'm not sure he would go to the toilet. So yeah, we'll see. Looks like Moose for now. Yeah, it's just gonna wait it out. Definitely, probably a good idea to just wait out the second cycle. Meanwhile, Pidgey has a lot of trouble with shooting the camera box.
Exclamation points.
Has to get away from their fast.
Body shot as well, still in the range of the crime, so he has to hop over the fence at least,
Okay.
or get through a different
He's
part.
fine. He's fine now. That was a bit, that was a bit yeah, a bit scary. Sure. Should be fine now though. I'll panic on the guard though.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it doesn't result in a wall hack for Tyson, which is, I guess I already ruined everything by even mentioning it as a caster, but it's just so risky in the villa, of course, when things get out of hand. Shouldn't reach the cinema at least.
Yeah. Now, Moo made the decision to just leave Steven. You know, he returns quite soon on the second cycle, so it's not that bad. Especially if you have still a lot of work to do for Tyson, for example. So I'm interested in Moo's approach here. Looks like, yeah, he's changed it to a villa staff. Maybe he's gonna isolate him in the cinema and then come back in with the chef. That looks like might be his plan. Or not.
I was also thinking about that, yeah, but apparently, so we did.
Speculating.
I think Moo likes the peekaboo more, or because he already set it up as well. So why not do that after that part anyway? And I think at this point it's really close on time if you do the triple isolation there with the 3 different items and wait for Tyson to come back around, or just wait for
he
him.
did just enter the cinema, so it should be fine. But yeah, I totally get that, and now he leaves already. I have to admit that I always forget about Peekaboo existing, so yeah. Moo gonna get a little spot there, it's fine, shoot a distraction shot, and now he's gonna try to get that Peekaboo. Looks like he succeeds at it. Yep, Tyson turning around.
After the adjustment, he will be in spot, and then shouldn't be anyone else in range or inspecting that, so it's just a bit of wait for Moo, but it's a very usual one more pistol distraction for the guard and the sword distraction for both. We'll get Tyson down, but Steven will be such a fascinating question. I think he's just aiming there to think about him.
The thing is, PG has the same problem, because he last time he barely got to Steven in time. This time that was an rip there. This time he didn't get to Steven in time, so he has to wait for that second cycle as well.
It's such a rare situation, and both players facing this one. Of course, Ludmilla poison means that timings are just a bit different, but this is LB round 8, lots of improvisation needed, and the nerves are obviously high.
Well, Pidgey now gonna grab the scalpel at least. These of Tyson. Moo now working on the isolation of Tyson. Gonna shoot a shot to, but what I have to investigate now, and let's throw to get Tyson outside. Does have to disguise No, not this guy. I think he doesn't have the boat captain yet. So just gonna isolate Tyson and then go back to Steven and then get the boat captain and then go back to Tyson.
I
It
don't
looks
think
like he missed the chain lure.
Yeah, I think the second part didn't hit. So that will be a bit more to salvage, but they are in the area, so I don't think it will take long to get it.
He's gonna
So he uses the same
distract-
item for both? Or maybe he changed
No,
the
he used
inventory?
another item
Okay.
for the god. So yeah.
Yeah.
Knocking out the god, knocking out the Tyson. Should be fine.
Okay, then it's all good. Almost a head turn for Tyson, but green or red doesn't matter this time, the guns. And that's Tyson down. And for the first time this spin, if I'm not mistaken, PG will be getting the boat captain finally.
Yes, I mean, yeah. He's gonna use the corner coin plus banana. But I do think he's kind of using that corner is a bit tricky to get him to, I guess. Other corner he would see, but it should be fine if you just place the coin 2 times. Corner looks to be a bit safer, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, should slip. There we go. That's the boat captain disguise. And yeah, Pidgey in the meantime, he did get the Miller kill down as well, so it's pretty nice. But of course, he also has to wait for the second cycle.
I suppose that time is fair to work on Tyson, which Mood did as well, so it's I guess there's some positives in this negative, but yeah, PG has to look at the map in almost disbelief that he missed Steven.
I mean, he's just gonna ponder when he will come back, but he will come back quite soon. So I think Pidgey isn't really in a huge disadvantage.
He just yeah.
Like Steven will come back quite soon, and Pidgey also has Tyson knocked out, so he will get that second kill down very soon, and then yeah, can work on Steven. Now Moo is gonna isolate Steven and kill Steven now, but he has to run to the villa back where Pidgey already is, so it might get really close.
What's even worse for Moo is that he has no seekers remaining, so the coins are here for this full isolation, and so many NPCs around. Moo's in a really tough spot. 11.5 minutes in. Of course, the 1 kill and 1 setup, but Steven seems unapproachable.
Yeah, that's a huge problem. I mean, the two Hail Mary secrets were, a very nice try, but that might cost him here now.
Would be changing the course of the map for sure if one of those hit, but as it is the case, PG will get the second kill, no question mark, so as long as he can leave this area, only has to wait for Steven.
The thing has to be, he didn't prepare this guy, so he has to be a bit careful here with getting out, as I mentioned. With that guy. Don't do a distraction shot. I think anything else should probably be fine. For example, a Colma. Yeah, Colma. But he has to be. Yeah, he has to remember that it's a hostile area. So.
The removal of the enforcer dots will not mean success, but this is
that
really.
That coin should be fine. That coin should be fine. Needs to wait out. Pick up the coin. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. But it was still a bit tense, but very well done for him.
Unnecessarily tense almost, but and he still has to leave the villa area. You can't hop over the fence on the way back around. We'll see it on the right if he does it, but on the left, Moo is on the huge bush lure to somehow get Steven, and he's in the bushes, but now gets suspicious by the same guard.
The same bodyguard pretty earlier, yeah. That ripped now Moo's 12-minute run. Oh, that hurts.
That's a huge run which is gone now, and PG seems significantly closer to the finish, but it's gotta hurt for Moo because he doesn't know.
Yeah, I mean, I have to be honest here. I do think that even if you would have gotten that, yeah, the bush lure, would have been so nice if it worked, of course. But
but it's really difficult.
So close.
Yeah, and to make it a winning run, of course, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure it would have even mattered, but that would have been really cool. That would have been really close for sure.
Absolutely. So with PG 10.5 minutes in, that's going to be Jim, if not leaving the second cycle, Jim. We'll see once he pans the camera over there.
Yeah, he should be on his training still, I think. So Seeker in the gym should be play.
Yeah.
And then if he gets that successfully, then not much should be in his way. He's gonna wait that out.
what seems so
Yes.
obvious in the first minute, just a seeker shot on Steven in the gym, it
Yeah.
is absolutely gut-wrenching in the 11th minute, and he gets the seeker down, and silence pistol in hand, it's just a bit of waiting for PG. And
Yeah, totally.
that one last enforcer to dodge, who has been such an NPC, such a final boss of this map.
Yep. I mean, oh, sorry. Got it. As you said, like, you know, it's so easy in the first minute, but it's still public area, you know, and then if you fire a sticker shot, that is tense. But he did get it, so that should be, like, by all accounts, he should get that now.
Yeah, like from exit situation, it doesn't really matter even. Oh, turns off the radio just in case, I guess. But it's just a minute of wait, and there's nothing unusual on this map remaining because it's just such a basic Steven ISO, right? Wait until the guard is in the stall as well, KO him, KO Steven, and kill him with the pistol.
Yep. Should work out. He's gonna, just not get stopped by an enforcer here, then he's good.
God, he's
Like
lagging.
DJ, of course, in the 12-minute run, don't want to repeat, that would be absolutely heartbreaking.
The guard is lagging back a lot. I'm not sure if PG's plan with the radio was any... I don't know, any intentional. Was just hoping for PG to wait with the kill until the cornered guy is finishing on the floor.
He played very safe, you know, corner the guy, wait it out, and eliminate to not get any lockdown shenanigans or anything. So it's just, you know, really safe. You don't want to appear. That's it's gonna pay out for him. It's gonna go in the lead 4-0, which is a very strong position to be in.
Yeah, I think 2 rips to 1 was the whole situation in Haven, but it still made it for such an interesting 20-minute Haven Island. And I think I will accept this one and then leave the adminning to your side now. Once PG is out.
I will do. I will do that.
Okay.
Amazing Haven.
Yeah, amazing match so far. Could have gone either way, especially with that crazy run by Moo, which almost worked out. 13:01 for PG, the winning run in Haven. Still a winning one.
Indeed.
Victory. Score 4-0.
And as Yanni prepares the first of the RNG maps, on my end, PG already got Hokkaido, so maybe I'll give it a refresh. I'm sure it's a bit worked with the admin.
Maybe, yeah. I'll look into it in a second, but
yeah. I'll just make sure that, map number 3 is Hokkaido. I'll leave the admin page, but it's funny to see at the bottom that PG took Hokkaido, but Hokkaido is still next. Yanni will be preparing the message, and this will be the first RNG map. We knew that it's not going to be New York or Marrakesh. And then, it's right in front of me, which I still can't tell, but starting in Hokkaido, and hopefully we get to see 1 or 2 or 3 more maps, but I think that's very unlikely that we would ever see a 5-5.
Indeed. So let's see how the overlay works now. I've sent a spin. Let's see what's gonna happen. Oh, there we go.
For now it's Hokkaido, and at least the winner isn't shown here, and past performance shouldn't include today's one. 2-0 for Moose, that's a good RNG start for him, and 4 versus 6 for PG, but 10 maps, it's plenty of experience here, and I think it's recent wins as well. Of course, since he has the R8 record here, one of the tied, 325s from this tournament, so I think both are happy with this map, but Moo will be feeling the pressure, no doubt.
Sure, I mean, you gotta win 2 maps in a row. That's so tough, you know. Reverse sweeps happen, and they're always fun. Of course, fun to watch, but like heartbreaking for the player in the lead. But it's so hard, you know. If you're already 0-4 behind, then like mentally and just having actually playing just all better on all 3 maps. It's so hard.
I think the nerves on both sides must be fairly high if they start to think about their situation. Of course, Mu with the 0-4 disadvantage and needing to win 3 maps in a row. But he can also take it 1 map at a time, perhaps, and somehow come back into this game, which, of course, map after map, it's very likely because they are 50-50 or very close to it. PG, however, I think I mentioned this at the start, but he has finished 5th in so many RRs, starting from at least a year ago. I think he has at least 3 or 4 5th place finishes, and now for the first time he has made into the top 4. And I wonder if he somehow feels that this is maybe his time and wants to make the most out of this tournament, and can lead to more nervous moments.
Yes, definitely. I mean, we just gotta acknowledge, like, both players had a great tourney for sure. I mean, we will of course lose one of them today. It was a great fourth place. Yeah, as you said, Pidgey has often placed 5th, but was not quite there yet. So. And Mu, of course, a complete, like, I mean, I say complete rookie, but, you know, we all know Mu. I think can pretty safely say he's the best active speedrunner there is in Hitman. So, you know, it's still an amazing run, and yeah, both very much deserved this 4th place, and one will maybe go even further.
Yeah, the Roulette Rockies never ceases to be funny below Mu. Of course,
Yeah.
he is only rookie in Roulette, I think. And it's, even then, he has put so much practice into this game in the last couple of weeks. And I guess we'll see how much longer he can take this match or beyond. But Hokkaido is here. Please run it down for us.
For sure. We have for Exodus a loud sniper rifle as Morg Doctor, and for Yuki Yamazaki the kitchen knife as resort security.
Disguise is straightforward, loud sniper must bring it in, and the kitchen knife is not too difficult, so I guess it's quite open, but also a quick one.
Yeah, I do think so. Like, quite a standard one. You gotta be a bit careful with the loud kill, of course. But it can be definitely quite well served, and also with a sniper rifle, you know, can do the Soda's kill very precisely. So that's the big advantage. This is interesting. So, both are gonna start default, and Pidgey is gonna go for the early gondola ISO, and I assume Mu will do the same.
Mu as well, yeah.
Yeah, Pidgey loading in a bit quicker, like 15 seconds. I wonder if that will make a difference in the end. You know, I never know with these players.
Yeah, I'm not admitting I can hope for photo finishes. Just kidding, by the way. But it could be very straightforward, but also I think from this point, despite the similar starts, there are still a couple of different directions you can take this spin if you want to go for the sniper loadout, or the Morg Doctor disguise, or the resort security, or the kitchen. And Pidgey starting in the kitchen, Mu starting with the disguise. So even then, these 5-10 second differences, which we don't know which is faster or the other, can of course make back up the difference.
Of course, would have also been a viable approach that would have been started in the kitchen, you know, and still isolate Yuki. So there's a lot of viable approaches here in the spin. So I'd love to see 2 different ones. Mu now gonna grab that security guard.
And that should, for example, be good enough for the kitchen knife acquirement. Yeah, he's going into the kitchen. 2 forces to dodge, but not trespassing, so
that should be fine. You can sneak behind that, and yeah, have the kitchen knife. So that's very nice. You can immediately grab the grab the Yuri kill. Now Pidgey is gonna use his corner shots on these guys here. I'm gonna drag him a bit out of the way. I don't think anyone will come through here, so it should be fine.
Fairly unique approach, especially given that the Morg Doctor and the resort security are right next to each other, guarding the morgue. But that's working for him, and it was fairly quick. We'll see if if it can be 5 seconds quicker, then it can add up. But he has the disguise, he has the sniper, the Morg Doctors are plenty nearby, and otherwise he has everything for Yuki. So from PG's side, we can see a finish in the next 90 seconds. Just need to think about moves as well, but he's not much behind.
It's not much behind. Just needs the Morg Doctor, but Pidgey does it as well. And yeah, Mu already has that second kill down, so depending on how fast they can grab a Morg Doctor, Mu's looking really good here.
Depends on this one more Morg Doctor isolation. He has the taunt on with 2 shots and goes for the ones inside. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. That's the problem. The problem with Pidgey's security guard grab. He doesn't have any Calmer anymore. He used and Moo can just Calmer both and just grab one of them, and you can just leave them there. It's like a loud kill. Pidgey has to actually hide the bodies, so it's a huge advantage from Moo.
This is what turns it around, because photo finish either way, but a definite move in this case. If it's 15 seconds or so, kill is instant in Soder's case, so could even change disguises, but not necessary. If there is one more Enforcer to dodge, we don't know, because he has the pistol. Moo is equipping the pistol. Now he's not equipping it, so he knows that he can exit. It was a bit nerve-wracking for him, but 317, 320 first try. Moo gets a very convincing first map back.
Very nice. Yeah, there's no chance that you can catch up here. Still has to go all the way to Yuki. I'll call that a Moo win. Yeah, very nice. No, catching up. 2-4. It was just really deciding that the better security guard grab. Pidgey doesn't have any combos left, which cost him a lot of time. And also that he went for the Yuki kill first. I think if Pidgey had a better grab, then it could have both ways could have worked. But Moo's way, with a grab, it was definitely faster here. So now we are looking at Mumbai.
Very nicely optimized map by Moo, and a very strong in-game time by Pigiero as well. I think it would beat like plenty of regular strategies, I think, including the very famous Sono, and Pidgey gets red guns anyway, so very good call by calling it the 2-4 there. Would have been obvious for Moo either way, but I guess it's one way. If you want to get red guns, it might as well be when the score is called.
True. That is very true. But yeah, I mean, sure, it would have maybe a lead in front, but I was just a bit too much trouble with the Calmer, but otherwise well played, and now we see what Mumbai has to offer for us.
Yeah, people keep mentioning the script being spoiled here. I think it's because of the 2 admins looking at the match page.
So it's still Pidgey in like it's Hokkaido as well? Or
Hokkaido was called for Pidgey, Mumbai was already called for Moo, but we know that Hokkaido was Moo and we don't know Mumbai. I think it's just a unique situation.
Yeah. And it's all like, I think it's pretty clear to see. I can't like delete a result or something, and nothing I can do about. We brought it on ourselves with a scuffed admin takeover, but that's how the conditions are, and apparently not many other forces, so I will have to deal with that.
We'll talk about the inconsistencies, if there are, and we'll keep you in the loop that it is indeed 4-2. Yeah. The numbers on the top which matter. Pidgey is still on match point. If he wins the next map, he advances to the top 3.
How that works. Yeah, I mean, this is like 2-4, like such a deciding match. I mean, of course, every match on match point is deciding, but if Pidgey wins, it's a very nice win, and 4-4 is just on the other side. Everything can happen then.
It's great momentum for Moo, but also then it's the ultimate battle of nerves. Who could win that map number 5, which may be short, may be long, but we've had so far a quick scale, a long and grueling Haven Island, a very quick Hokkaido, and we are back with a potentially long Mumbai. I haven't seen the spin yet, but I think it's also a very nice test of the different... if players can work well on different gears, I guess, with the very quick maps and the longer maps.
Yeah, makes sense. We'll definitely see. Mumbai, of course, as you said, it's definitely one of the longer maps, but depending on the spin, it can be a lot quicker, a lot shorter. Like, especially with the skies, there can be a lot of running around, and Mumbai has a lot of obscure media items, too.
Oh, absolutely, and that would add at least 1 minute for experienced players. For others, like myself, it would be 1 minute of hit maps and another 3 of detouring to the wrong location for that one kitchen knife or cleaver or whatnot.
I mean, I would probably have to look it up too, because it's Mumbai.
Yeah.
Only but calling yourself a not experienced player, I think that's a bit of a crime. But I know what you mean.
45 seconds, and So this is somewhat of a flashback, but I guess both sides. So it works for Mu and against Mu, because his last match was a map number 4 Mumbai, his only Mumbai so far, that was against Blythe, and he lost it, but still won the match because he was the 1-4 up. Now Pidgey is the 1-4 up, and map number 4 is once again Mumbai, but Mu has to win this one, and I cannot tell how close or far away Mu has been in that Mumbai, but I mean, of course, after that and knowing the Mumbai pick, he must have practiced it, and can only hope for his sake that well, he needs to win this one if he wants to stay in the tournament. Long story short, I'll just go with the spin now, which is the Maelstrom, Explosion Accident Barber, Vanya Shah Falling Object as the Tailor, and Davu Drengen Fall as the Holy Man. Now this has a lot of accidents, 3 apparently.
Yep, all 3 of them are accident, and also, you know, Vanya, it's a bit of a speedrun kill. We see that kill quite a lot, but of course not in one of the suits, so it can't be done that quickly.
Now will the ultimate speedrunner go for the speedrun Falling Object? Since it's Explosion Accident, of course the first cycle don't seem viable, but I think for Mu's case it's more likely that he won't do the brick for just her. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah. For sure that's the case. Very nice bump by Mu, to make the Maelstrom react to the distraction. It's got an unconscious with it, but you know that's not a problem. But also isolate the Holy Man, because you need that for the wood.
A couple of messages which are so relevant for this spin early on. Oh, I think Pigiero is losing the Holy Man, and that will be a restart. To answer at least one question, the 110 downward where you snipe him off the tower, that's not a fall, you know. So that would not count. I was going to say otherwise, because you don't need prompts anymore as of R7, I think.
Yeah, but it's not actually like he doesn't die from the fall. He dies from being out of bounds. It's not he doesn't die by fall.
But is that not the case for Zoe in Scale? With the...
But did the ruling, I already forgot with all the rules, different rule sets. Maybe that's actually the case. Yeah, might be.
I mean, it's just fun to talk about them, but it wouldn't be the case here as well. And PG gets the isolation, the Holy Man, and is just under 1 minute behind Mu at the moment. Early preparation on both sides.
Yeah, just looked it up. You are correct. HITMAN, by the way. Yeah, definitely correct. That would count. But anyway, now that that's settled, let's focus on the player's approaches. Going back with a propane flask here. Pidgey gonna set it up.
Pidgey much more direct in his Explosion Accident setup.
Yeah.
Mu has got a food vendor taxi driver. I didn't see the significance of that change. I wonder if that helps him get another disguise later on, because now he's going for the barber, and we'll get that first kill very shortly. But Pidgey went immediately for the propane and basically caught up, so...
Yeah, I think it's really how to call Pidgey with the interesting peekaboo outside. It's gonna actually hide the bodies. Okay.
The explosion is close enough that it's maybe a factor,
that's
but
very true. That's very true.
And lots of fake NPCs, so it's a good question whether it will be a case. Now it would. I was almost surprised that if he hides one but not the other, but they are both hidden, and the first kill for Pidgey, and Mu is already very close to that kill as well. Not going to use it remotely, just with the ICA Chrome from an angle. If he gets an angle, oh, that's a really small hitbox for that propane flask. Really unfortunate for him. It's so unfortunate for him because it was such a great preparation for Mu to get the Maelstrom down and the Holy Man with the different boxes, but for this explosion accident it took him an extra half minute to prepare.
And I think Pidgey's definitely in the lead now, and because most of it's just due to the remote setup of the explosion. There's also not to walk around now and stuff, so No, it's definitely very close still. Yeah, I mean, you see both both getting Barber now and the Taylor. I mean, so there's not much difference.
Barber Taylor, yeah.
Whatever.
So it's not only 3 unique disguises, but I guess the foreman would be nice for the third one. But for me, the Barber Taylor always so easy to mess up. But so it's not only unique, but it's also tied to a profession. Luckily, no wrong kills so far.
Yep, it can all definitely be messed up, but the advantage here is that the Taylor is quite close to Vanya, to the train yard, so it can be done quite quickly. Looks like Pigi's just gonna leave him there though, and it's gonna go for the bricklayer now. I'm interested if she walks in oh, he's probably gonna do the boat, right? Yeah. I forgot that the boat is there. That's like the whole point of the bricklayer.
Yeah, and I think we now see the reason Moo seemed to have lost the lead, but technically he still has it because he changed into the food vendor, so he can use it as a proxy disguise while the Holy Man is already set up. I can assume it's near the barge, which I sadly missed, but Holy Man next to that would make sense, and Moo can wait for Vanya as the tailor, but the 4 kill will be the first one chronologically.
Pidgey's knocking out those two guards here, Queen's guards. But I'm honestly not sure why. Like, of course, you don't do that when you knock her out here. But unless he has a falling object nearby, it's what he will do with that.
Perhaps, and now he's going for proxy disguise, but now he's in shotgun, so he won't be able to carry it for so long.
Yeah, drops that. So that's gonna cost him a bit of time though. Getting, of course, it does make sense that you're gonna get the Holy Man back to go to Dawood now. So yeah, it might not make sense what he just did now with the proxy disguise. That will cost him a bit of time.
Yeah, it's all about the timings from now. I'm just really curious if. So what will be the first one? Yeah.
So looks like Moo's not gonna go for any sort of Dawood isolation. I'm just gonna wait until Vanya's here, which I find very interesting. So he's gonna have to deal with Dawood already being there. So I assume he's just gonna isolate him behind the boathouse and then throw him here in the water or something. I'm not entirely sure, but that's interesting. It's a bit of struggling to find an angle right now where he doesn't get seen from.
So he has a lot of time to look for that angle, and I think that's the best way to do it, to just to aim at those heads, and if you see any whooshes, then you know that you might be in danger, otherwise you will be good. And I think Dawood has to be taken care of first, because otherwise Dawood will be the first one arriving at the beach house, and because always Dawood is waiting for Vanya if both of them are alive.
This is a bit of a struggle. Moo did decide now to do something for Dawood, but on Pidgey's side, he was walking in the Holy Man disguise, but he did the bricklayer and then went for the proxy disguise and stuff, and it all took so long that Vanya is already well on her way. It's already at the beach house.
Vanya is already standing there, yeah, so from them it's...
Yeah, he has to shoot it quite fast though, because Dawood is fast approaching.
So apparently there is a case where Vanya is first. I suppose... I guess I got that wrong, which target arrives there first.
I mean, I think it just also depends on Vanya's timing and stuff, so Dawood's timing...
Who is compromised by shooting the boat and gets orange by others because he shot the boat and not the...
The railing, yeah. Oh, that's tough. But now Pidgey, it could very much happen the same to him, or a similar thing. But he has to shoot it now.
Now he has the silence pistol. I was wondering if...
He has to do it now though. Oh no! Oh, and
he
has Dawood now there too.
And now it's... Oh boy. It's almost a rip, but how can they salvage it? If they can.
He was looking very good. Maybe he can... Yeah, he's incorruptible, I guess. Man, that was... Oh, maybe he's gonna get him... No, he's gonna tell the guards to investigate. Yep, typical VIP behavior. That's really tough. That's really, really tough. He didn't trust himself to make the shot. He is actually going to investigate the coin this time. That is very nice. If you see the second coin too, that might be... Nope! This time he tells Vanya to go for it. What? What is happening?
And now Vanya gets out of the picture. So for anyone wondering, you can shoot the boat without non-target kills. But of course, in this case, both of the main targets would get out. And now Vanya is just leaving the scene as if there was more coins outside.
That's gonna get her to pick up a coin, but oh my. No, she's actually leaving. She's actually going to leave. So he has to find another falling object. I mean, it's so tough. It's so tough.
Another falling object. There is no other falling object. I am really afraid. Of course, other than the train yard. So
Yeah.
wow,
I have to wait for her to go back into the train yard. I'm afraid.
this took a turn.
And I mean, there was struggle with back and forth and the proxies guys, and then oh no, I go back for Vanya's guys. I can relate to the back and forth so much, but it did cause them a lot of trouble here.
This is the rip that you can't quantify because it's not a run-ender, but it adds so much in-game time, so you wouldn't even think that Mu is much behind despite being 6 minutes in-game
so
time
tough
in
to
the
call.
clear.
It all depends on how well Pidgey can salvage it. If you can, so let's see. He's of course in the right skies for the falling object, but he doesn't want to. He went back like 3 times already between the Tailor and the Holy Man. I do think he has to isolate Dawood now.
And now going to go for the barge isolation from the wrong way around, but he has the 2 corner shots to probably get rid of these 4 on the bridge, but the barge security will see these bodies. And it is 5 guards in total that you need to take care of, and it's almost getting close to that. Maybe their old habitat is better for these accident kills. The tower and the train yard, still green guns with lots of whoosh, but can't stop Dawood. He gets rid of 2 Bollywood guards, but Dawood will leave the area.
Yeah, you can actually get the outer security guards too, but Dawood is still running. And no, he got red guns. What happened?
That's
Someone got found.
Oh, Vanya and the entourage found the cars.
Yeah, we all forgot about that. Vanya saw oh my.
And that was
so tough.
What seemed questionable and worrisome was actually the problem just 6 minutes later. Now, that's the cruel part of these long Mumbai spins.
Yep.
Which is not even long by default, but the happenings in this spin made it so.
Oh man, I think the struggle with the back and forth for Pidgey, that was brought him in so much trouble, and then he maybe nearly salvaged it, and then still. But that means Mu is definitely in the lead now. We can quantify that now.
Absolutely, and all the proxy this guy's setup means that he was even slower with the first kill, but now of course he's very ready for this explosion accident. Still doesn't see the propane. Oh, it's gone altogether.
Where did it go? What?
Went through the floor. Definitely placed it 3 seconds ago. The second time for Mu this tournament, he loses a crucial item before a kill. The assault rifle in Chongqing against Fraud. And now the propane flask against Pigiero, which... I mean,
what is happening?
So far away, he still has the lead, but if this is the factor in both of his losing matches, of course both are being first to 6, but you couldn't write it. Gets the second propane flask, and after a minute of confusion, we'll get the first kill at 407, but Pidgey is not that much behind, already has the explosion set up.
I mean, yeah, if you do just lose by that 1 minute, that would be tough, but let's see, for now. It's so unfortunate. I lost the match to that before too. It's really rough. It's so out of control.
You can never get ready for that.
Yeah, totally. But it just means that Pidgey kind of catch up, but he has red guns. What happened there? He did get the kill very much closely after Mu, but he did get red guns. I didn't quite see what the problem was there, but yeah, it's to restart. So Mu still with a nice lead.
What would that be the... Can't even describe what would be the reason for the body found, because it was 5 seconds after the explosion. And with, of course, no additional picture-in-picture. So I'm just... Yeah, I'm very much confused here as well.
Yeah, no, could it really be non-target kill? Couldn't be anything found? I just really don't know.
Non-target kill only if the servers are so much behind, but the kill happened at real time, and pop
Yep.
up. So
I'm just really not sure. I'll have to move on for now. Of course, business striving, lacking behind the in-game time, that doesn't really matter. Brick Lure is independent of that. Yeah, PG of course doing his remote setup again. Moo waiting for the tailor to come, and then yeah, I'll just do that all over again, but this time without being without being spotted by shooting the boat, preferably. I'm wondering which angle it will choose that time.
there's nothing nothing that can rip you in this alleyway, and I just keep going back to the original point where I am afraid, or PG was afraid in the first round of the barber being found somehow because of the lot of fake NPCs somehow spreading up the knowledge that there are two bodies unhidden. It's really hard to say, and it really shouldn't be any
Man, so much bullshit in this game sometimes.
absolutely crazy.
But it is what it is, and now Vanya is so quick today. This is Moo trying to corner Rima, missed the corner shot. It looks like he wants to delay the guards.
No one reacts to the coins. That was definitely in range.
You know, like, I mean, they are a bit weird with, like, they don't react to anything. So it's like tone detections don't really care. I was thinking about just wants to delay them so we can get a free shoot shot on Vanya. But like, if I'm wrong, but like, even if they're all in position, you can just shoot the boat and like, it's a kill. But I mean, she just, I guess he wants to delay them to get a better angle to shoot the boat.
Yeah, that
would make sense.
Good question too. Or in a very unlikely scenario that Moo doesn't know, or in the heat of the moment doesn't know, which is different, that you don't get non-targets with the falling object. Not very likely, and he opts for them to be in position, although that can be an early shot before anyone takes position.
No.
But Vanya down
Very
and no
nice.
one on-target kills. At last, the first falling object.
Fair, that's done. And Dawood is still far away, so he has a lot of time to get that snail ISO that he looks to opt for.
Can he even get this Holy Man disguise?
If you have the
for this?
disguise there, oh, that's very nice setup. That's very nice setup.
And just one last specific throw when Dawood is about to enter that pipe is right around when you want to move this food vendor so that the three guards and food vendor are all in range of the snail. And one last KO on Dawood should be this Mumbai, this absolutely crazy, another 20-minute Mumbai, but with 2 hours of action, it feels like.
Yep. So let's see. I mean, of course, we're not out of the wood yet, but he plays a very nice snail.
He's kind of,
Should KO
Dawood
all.
kind of close, but not close enough. One guard
Enough.
stays up.
It should be fine.
Need
he
to
can,
get
yeah.
around, get him from a different angle, doesn't go for a KO, has still a taunt on. A tiny bit of whoosh
Yeah.
there, which was scary, but that's the
It
last
was
KO.
scary, but nicely done. And now it just needs to. Oh, if a barbecue is both. Oh, that's a bit sketchy. Yeah, probably want to take care of those first before he shows. Oh, okay, or here's a pistol distraction that works too, I guess. Let's see. Dropped him off, and that's it. That is it. Now just to run to all the bodies common and snail, so no chance of ripping there. Just to run to the boat now, and that should be a GG for Moo, making the score, equalizing the score to 4-4.
Can't even recap this map before the next one arrives, and they cannot
crazy.
even think about Mumbai before the deciding, the all-important 5th map arrives. But it's incredible, we have 4-4 and the 5th map for that top 3 spot, and we are still scuffed here. Whittleton Creek is not won by Moo, but it's just the theme of this day.
Score 4.
And it will all be decided in Whittleton Creek, have no doubts. It's only a 47-minute timer, but whoever wins it, and someone will win it, we get those 2 points and advance to the losers bracket final or the semi-finals, depending on how you look at it, the last match before the grand final.
Yeah. Oh man. Lots of it all comes down to this one last map.
In the quick one as well.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's safe to say. The spin. Oh well, I still scuffed, but fine. We all know Moo won Hokkaido and Mumbai, but not Little Creek. Had a chance though. In 4 minutes, and yeah, statistics wise, of course, Moo hasn't played a Little Creek either yet in the tourney, but PG has some 2-5 stats, so not looking too well on that side, but I do think that he's knows his way around that map too.
I'm also very curious if like how deep they practice their map pool. I don't think map 6 is necessary ever, but map 5 you might be thinking that I just hope that it doesn't get there and we'll just practice the first 3-4 maps. Will be the all-important. Who is more ready for this all-important map? Who has the nerves to do well one last time?
I think it's the question. We're gonna practice some early ISOs. Not a bad idea. And Subli pretends a little. Mumbai was such a weird map. Both the deep run, Moo getting spotted by shooting the boat, and yeah, Pidgey ripping to like too much back and forth. They're not trusting himself to do the shot. Yeah.
Yeah, both of them had such a long close runs, which and Moo had even one more setback. I think it wasn't a restart in the end, but the propane flash was incredible, and luckily not the deciding move, because that would have been like the most incredible thing to have it happen to him twice, and then in the same tournament, in his rookie tournament.
Yeah. That is indeed crazy. I mean, imagine the nerve now. 4-4 in an all-deciding loser bracket match for advancing to the loser bracket finals, semifinals, whatever. That is really, really rough. That is really rough.
It can be. Question in chat. I think it's being answered now, but just for clarification, it is a 1-6 match, and 2 points are awarded for each winner, which means that there is still the possibility for a tie if they don't finish within 47 minutes, and in that case we get a 5-5 score and one last map. But given that we had 5 ties across the tournaments in about 300 spins, it's safe to say that someone will finish this map in 47 minutes, which is the time limit for all maps before the map after the last map, which is the decider. This is still a regular map, but this is by all means the map that decides the match.
Yes, very, very likely. Very likely the case. Yeah. God, I'm really curious how it'll go. Little Creek, of course. I mean, I do know the spin, of course, but like not curious of that.
Yeah.
It's hard to do, but it had so many different ways how it can go.
Curiosity is a good feeling, or a reasonable feeling. I'm just nervous. I'm absolutely nervous for them.
Same. Pidgey trying to practicing to get that Battle Axe.
Battle Axe category extension world record 137. Probably was 150 real time. If that matters.
More or less. It does take quite a long time to get it. So, good to be able to do that. But now only 30 seconds away from the all-deciding map.
I think it's very stupid to bring it up before the all-important map, but I just think PG in the wetsuit, and I remember Moody in the wetsuit during his trilogy runs for a while, at least season runs, and just Battle of the Wetsuit is just fun to see. But
true, actually, yeah.
Moo has moved on.
Moo doesn't use it anymore, but it's, yeah. Anyway, spin is here now. Can you read it out for us?
Yeah, this is all where it ends. Janus injected poison Gardener. And Nolan casted the Battle Axe as Spencer the Hammer Green. That is incredible by Pigiero. And also the quickest Janus kill, if one of the quickest Janus kills, if not next snap. Wow, this...
What a spin, right? I mean, I of course did send it before we talked about the Battle Axe, so you know, but that is indeed quite crazy. The Janus, I mean, the Gardener start is a close start to Janus, and it's just such a quick kill to get. He's gonna load in immediately, and then of course the hammer in Cassidy's house, but the Battle Axe, you know, getting the Battle Axe, he did practice that, so I think he should be able to get that.
So I hope you paid attention to what PG did, because he will do it one more time, and hopefully move as well. Of course, it comes down to map knowledge, but I don't think top 4 players in the PC bracket would not know how to get the Battle Axe, so it will just come down to who will get it quicker, because it should be the first try that wins it, but of course the nerves are so high. PG will be using the gramophone. There could be an argument for just rushing his room, but we go a bit slower.
But then again, you know, I do get the nerves and trying to take the safer approach, and also, you know, injected poison is a bit scuffed. It can be a bit scuffed with that. But I mean, I would argue in favor of rushing the moon as well, but gramophone is definitely not too far behind.
Map number 5, I can't blame.
On the other hand, but on the other hand, we have Moon not starting in the Gardener. So that's a really interesting thing, though.
So what I've seen for... Let's see if Pigiero changes too early or not. I hope not. Janus dies. So Mu is a big advocate for this emetic strategy, and that's what he practiced before the spin, is placing the briefcase in front of the Cassidy household, and he will detonate the briefcase at 1 minute and 47 seconds, hence the timer, and that will be a remote isolation for Cassidy.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's very nice. Also very nice that the Gardener's allowed here in the garden, so makes it a lot easier for him.
Pidge is stuck in this corner. No, gets out very easily.
Gets out.
Gets the first clue and the evidence. Second try. So
it's hard to say who's ahead now, because like it's a tough. Pidgey already has to kill down and is going towards Battle Axe, etc. But if Pidgey has to wait on the garage, then Moose Thematic might come out on top.
Really hard to say.
But it all depends, like how long it'll take to get the Battle Axe.
Exactly, wanted to mention that if I remember joking about the 150 timing, I think it's about a 60-second detour from this point for Pidgey, so he would have the Battle Axe at around, I guess with one more key grab, I think around the high 3-minute mark, which is fairly close to regular Nolan isolation. He won't be losing much to Mu, but he will be losing some time to that remote isolation, and Mu has the timing, has the kill as well now, so really close, and we'll come down to the Battle Axe. The Battle Axe deciding top 3.
Oh my. Yep. Indeed. It just all comes down to that, I guess. That's crazy. And he is now. But Pidgey is already in that basement. Oh my god. I was scared he was about to run in like I did once.
Body found for Mu, basement.
Oh!
By the Gardener finding Janus guard. What happened there?
What? Oh, I was so confused by that.
I need to look back at the Gardener grab, because it seemed that someone...
Yeah, maybe.
So the Gardener was woken up, and the Gardener getting nuke his guys, thank you Papier, went down to the basement and got the disguise from that KO'd body, or from that closet next to the KO'd body. Oh my goodness, that's so unfortunate for Mu.
That is, I've never thought of that. Oh my. The other thing that I would have brought up maybe is like him like dropping the weapon, like because they're all secret guards, you know, that getting blown away, but that makes sense, of course.
Was definitely the green outline, sadly.
And honestly, I do think that, I mean, it would have been so close otherwise, so close to call. But now Pidgey isn't really wasting any time, honestly. He's approaching the 2 clues now, and then has enough time to isolate Nolan in the garage, just to get Spencer then. But oh man, he's definitely not out of the woods yet. He has to be very careful here, knocking out Batty and dragging a bit. You want to be extra safe. You don't want to appear.
And I'm thinking about potential enforcers. Of course, if Nolan should be enforcing. Of course, he's not going for any emetics, so you just KO from behind. You can carry the battle axe, so just 2 KOs and get hammer upstairs, I would say, until the 5.5 minute mark.
I think so. If you, just don't KO with, like, try to KO with battle axe, please, and then we're all good.
Yeah, even bumps the guards so that Nolan doesn't hear and gets to keep the green guns. I think for safety he will close the carriage door. There we go.
So safe. Now, he just doesn't need to run into Spencer as enforcer, otherwise he's no enforcers here.
Spencer is a D enforcer, you're very right there, and he will turn around any second now.
But he did get him very nicely. So you're gonna hide him. No risk taken here, understandably. Gonna take those guys. I just now noticed that he wouldn't even have to. That they both didn't even have to enter the basement because they gonna go Spencer anyway. But I think they both didn't follow that.
Oh, I definitely couldn't. Just such a muscle memory to do so at this point.
Neither. Yep.
And it's so unfortunate that we won't know what approach Move would have taken, or very likely we won't know for Hammer. If he could have done it any quicker, that's a big whoosh and then turns into combat. I think someone from outside looking in.
Yeah, but I don't think it will matter anyway. Pidgey's doing so well. He only needs no one enforces anywhere, and did he get ripped by something now? He played it so safe. I don't think that anything's gonna break him now, so looking very good for him.
That's the last clue, and one cigar box pick up away. It was a 4-0, looked like smooth sailing for Pigiero, but Move with an incredible comeback, making it to a 5-map affair, and Pigiero now finished and will be slotting his first ever top 3 in Roulette Rivals.
Yes, amazing. Huge GGs to both players. As I said, strong lead, strong comeback, and then the all-deciding map could have went either way. The whole match could have went either way. It's yeah, that's just how it went, and confirmation. PG wins the match.
PG wins Miami. That's not exactly how the script went, but we know how it went. 6-4, and probably one of the there we go. One of the matches of the tournament. It doesn't have to be 3 hours. 75 minutes of incredible action, 5 maps of great plays, and this is the end of Move's tournament, who really took Roulette Rivals by storm, just like he does with other aspects of the game. And I think everyone would agree with me that really thank you so much for him to try out this tournament format, and we really hope to see him more, because his potential is unlike anyone others, I would say, and that was his first tournament. Just wait and see what he will do in August.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I mean, Mu, such a well-known speedrunner, and mechanically definitely one of the best players. So it was a joy to see him in RR. I love to see what he brought to the table here. Came in with a fresh mind and did strats that no one thought of. So I really hope that we can see that next time again.
I kind of can't interact with the browser source because I'm shaking a bit, but it's finally. We have the result, and Pigiero winning 3-2 will advance to losers round 9, which is also known as the losers bracket final, or the semi-final of the tournament from the losers side. No matter how you say it, 37 will play Pigiero for that place in the RR8 final, with Papir Fresse waiting for that winner and already plotting his picks and bans for Sunday. Yeah, the Dutch Derby is happening.
Indeed. Oh man. I mean, only 2 matches left. Really, really exciting. Mu said he had fun. Not sure. Yeah, I'm glad you had fun. And I mean, you came fourth in your first tournament. I mean, it's even for you that's a great feat. So I'm sure next time you make it even further.
Absolutely, and we are going to have very special 3 days. I'm trying to say what I was going to say just today or the Sunday. We have one more match scheduled for 11 p.m. Central European Summer Time, which is, if it's now 4, then it's in 7 hours and a bit, between Fenium and Toby Norton. It is still a third place match, like the winner will play the semi-final. I think, the buff guy is waiting for the winner there. And the official deadline would be Friday evening for these extra rounds, so Pigiero versus Frode and Buff Guy versus the Fenium match winner. But that will be extended to the early and the first hours of Saturday and Saturday morning, so look out for those matches. We are going to have 2 more before Sunday, which you don't see here, and the 2 matches on Sunday, which is 1st to 8 with unique picks and bans, and one huge show of the 2 back-to-back finals. I guess it's well, it's a big conclusion. I'm not the festival of roulette is what I wanted to say. Sorry.
I mean, the grand finals are always super fun and super hype. It's such a great format. It's going to be a great show. So I really do hope, as you said, Laura, I have 3 more matches leading up to the finals, but I really hope to see everyone at the finals on Sunday. Times, like, of course, the times depend on the participants and stuff. So, but they will be announced in due time on Discord, on Twitter, everywhere. Where you could imagine. So look out for that, and then I hope to see you all there.
Indeed, I can also just say that hope to see you all there. Not much else to go, so else to watch in Roulette Rivals. So enjoy these last matches, the most hype matches, the ones with the best plays, no doubt, and the most exciting ones. And I think all that's left here now is to thank you, Yanni, for joining me and adminning the second half of the match.
No problem at all. It was great fun.
Absolutely. Thank you to Mu and Pigiero for this amazing game, and good luck, PG, in the next round. And thank you everyone for watching this amazing match, and see you guys for the final 3 days of the tournament. See you.
Bye-bye.